The killer couldn't have done this at night. They must be mortal.
Bingo, dear boy. I wondered if you'd spot that.
A mortal taking out a ghoul as some sort of message. Well, well, well. I'll see you later.
Enjoy your night.
Wait. A mortal? A mortal? What are you talking about? How in the hell does a human being do this with some fucking rebar and it's sticking out the ground? And to rip a person's head off? Who killed her? Shaq? Like, how does a human being do something like that? A mortal did that? Come on, man. Alright, let's continue on with the mind games, the mind fuckery.
Let's have a peek, shall we?
Oh my god. Hey, yo, listen, all these choices, they just don't make sense to me. I wish I'd taken that job in Atlanta. That's a funny option for my situation. But anyway, Crystal Monday, Joy Tuesday, busy week. What? I wonder if Jasmine will be in tonight. I can't tell Fabian about the limo. So these are his thoughts?
What was that? A limo? That means someone with power. We don't rat on power. Oh, Patrick.
Huh?
Just wanted to ask something else.
No problem.
Ha! Gotcha. I know it was a limo, Patrick. Why were you covering it up?
Okay. Yeah, it was a limo. Pulled up a block away, she got out the back, said thanks. That was it.
Didn't get a plate or look at the driver?
Nah, sorry. Business black, privacy glass, you know the drill. And you know we don't keep cameras here. Mr. Fletcher won't have them. But you get what it means.
I do, yeah. Limo means money, and kindred money? That screams court. Thanks, Patrick. For what it's worth, I get why you wanted to keep it on the down low. Catch you later, Patrick.
Good luck with that one.
He needs to use that ability on my mind to put me on track of what the hell's going on, because okay, let's proceed. So what, we just talk to him?
Patrick saw a limo. Says Pandora was dropped off by one. That speaks of money, and money speaks of court.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do not like the implications. Not one bit.
So what now? Usual treatment, I assume? You'll empty her mind even further? Throw her back in the pond? Assuming you don't want her skinned and fed to the pigs.
I want to talk to her again. Reckon she must know more.
It's your area of expertise. I won't trespass. Let me know when you want her pushed out, or disposed of, or whatever. Very well then. Do what you need to, but once you're done, give me the nod. We do allow a little leeway in my establishments, but I don't need a masquerade breach at my front door.
Understood. He was right. I needed to deal with Miss Pandora, and quickly.
It's still lost. I mean, I guess we'll get rid of her.
As it turned out, I did need to deal with her quickly, but not in the way I'd expected.
Damn, she got fucked up. Almost instantaneously. I was just here. How did it happen so fast?
A paycheck, if I got paid, which I didn't, technically. Still. Hey there, Miss Pandora, how you feeling?
Still a bit antsy. I could kill for a cigarette. I guess I'm a little cold around the neck. Oh, and, dead?
Of course. What with you being a construct of my own mind, it was a stupid question. I will grant you that. But I like to make my own psyche comfortable.
What do you need to know, Lord Fabian?
Where did you come from?
Given I'm a construct of your mind, your lordship, I find it hard to answer that. My clothes may not be tasteful, but they do look expensive. Under the powder, my skin is good. So are my nails and my hair. Rich family, I think you'd say.
What's with the little cross sword doodad?
I told you what my sire said, remember? Beware the sword of the cross.
You did, didn't you?
Is that what's on her neck right there?
Tickling at your brain, isn't it? So is the iron rebar forced through my body. You've seen this before. Would you kill, detective, for a cigarette?
So I asked the right questions, I guess?
No, Marla. I wouldn't kill you for a cigarette. But someone did, right?
Maybe they did. That was my job here at the Macom, after all. Hanging around the bar, my tray in front of me, offering the patrons their pick of tobacco. That's where you've seen me. Maybe 50 times before. The only place you've seen me. But you never did notice me, did you?
I see a piece of jewelry there. That yours?
The sharpened metal cross? You've never seen me with it before. I know you didn't pay me much attention, but you'd have spotted that. It's hardly subtle.
So who were you, Marla?
Why a nobody, detective? A mortal. A servant in the Macom.
Wait. One of Fletcher's employees, right? So a ghoul, perhaps.
I think you're right, detective. The neck bleed did slow up real quick by the spattering. Perhaps I had drunk the blood of a vampire and gained a bit of power.
I know what a ghoul is, thank you kindly. So how did you die, Marla?
Isn't it obvious? Iron bar through the heart. Head cut off.
Cut off?
You're right, not cut off. The wound, it feels more ragged, more torn. Ripped off, I'd say, by someone strong.
I'm sorry, Marla. You didn't deserve this.
Didn't I? You don't really know me at all, do you, detective? I could be a torturer, a mobster, a serial killer.
Maybe. Or maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
This looks a little more specific than that. More targeted.
Killed by twisted iron and sheer strength. Good enough for either a vampire or a mortal. But she was mortal, and a ghoul to boot. She belonged to someone. I needed to check that out. Well, she was dead. The missing head gave it away. A cross and a fancy construction rebar rammed into the floor. That took time and strength. The hammer wasn't covered in blood, which was a shame. Otherwise, it would have been a classic clue. Had our killer needed rope to get Marla up onto the rebar? Seemed unlikely. Why put your savings in a bank when you could put it in liquid gold? A fine array of vintages, entirely illegal. No problem for the rich or the criminal, of course, and a single cigarette. Had Marla been waiting for someone? All these bottles must have been worth a pretty penny. The slab of muscle in his suit was Lou's security ghoul. What was his name? Carstairs Cantaloupe.
Boy, no, man. What is going on? Is this something I'm supposed to know? Is this game like a sequel? I mean, obviously it says 2, right? I've never played the first one. Am I supposed to have played the first one to know what the fuck's going on here? Because I don't understand why I would know any of these to be the right answer. I have no clue. He looks like a Mr. Caligula though, because he looks like a vampire, obviously, right? Mr. Castaway, Constable. It can be any of these things, but I'm going with Caligula because I like that last name.
Pretty pickle, Mr. Caligula.
Campbell.
That was it. I knew it.
Is there something you need?
What? Was that even an option? Wait a minute. Okay.
Any idea what happened here?
Someone disliked a cigarette girl so much that he pinned her up on iron railings and took her head off.
You'd make a great beat cop, you know that?
Bruh.
So, do you enjoy being a ghoul?
I do.
Well, bully for you then.
Can I actually do want to leave. I actually do want to leave. Like, I don't want to...
She was a ghoul. Do you know who she belonged to? Who fed her?
I don't.
Speculation is good for your health, and it's not one of the deadly sins. Try it sometime. Why are you here?
Mistress Graham was concerned. Violence in Elysium is not to be tolerated.
Does that mean you're not allowed to hit someone if they get out of line?
No.
Oh my god. Like every answer I get, every response I hear gets me, I feel like it gets the character himself, it gets him closer to the truth, it gets me further from the truth. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's just not clicking. It's not clicking at all. Now, maybe this is something that maybe you get into it deeper, you know a little bit more, but they got to give me something going ahead. That way I can feel like I'm on top of things. I don't feel like I know what's going on, and that's not good.
Are you the killer? I'll put that down as a maybe. See you later.
Ew, what is this game, bruh? What is this game?
I needed to know more about her, but Marla had said all she was going to say.
I don't want to talk to anybody else, bruh. But I guess I gotta talk to this motherfucker here, huh?
Your first time at the Macomb, and it's a doozy. What do you make of our little tableau out back? I was thinking of redecorating, but blood red is a little unsubtle.
Where were you when she died? Assuming she died here.
Deep in a dreamless sleep, I'd imagine, given the time it must have taken to stage this little vignette.
What can you tell me about Marla? She worked for you, right?
The girl did have employment here, selling cigarettes. And before you ask, I don't know why a tray around your neck would get said neck sliced in two. She didn't strike me as clever or deep in a diabolical scheme.
She was a ghoul. That means she's part of our world.
Was she, old sport? Not one of mine. Interesting to find out whose neck she was supping from.
Thanks, I'll talk to you later.
Chin up, old boy.
I'm just, I don't really care.
few more
I don't really care.
questions, Mr. Fletcher.
But I gotta go through these
Nice
options.
place you got here.
I'm flattered it meets the approval of one so expert in fashion and decor. I'm sure we'll have the pleasure of seeing you here often, given your new role. Just keep it discreet, all right? And get your boss to buy you a better jacket.
Who found her?
As it happens, I did. First thing I saw when I came in. Does that make me a suspect?
I'm reasonably sure that if you murdered someone with inventive props and scenery, you'd be only too happy to tell me.
Right on the button, detective. Right on the button.
When was the body found?
First thing when I came in. About a half hour after sunset.
Uh-huh. Now that does tell me something important. The killer couldn't have done this at night. They must be mortal.
Bingo, dear boy. I wondered if you'd spot that.
A mortal taking out a ghoul as some sort of message. Well, well, well. I'll see you later.
Enjoy your night.
Wait. A mortal? A mortal? What are you talking about? How in the hell does a human being do this with some fucking rebar and it's sticking out the ground? And to rip a person's head off? Who killed her? Shaq? Like, how does a human being do something like that? A mortal did that? Come on, man. I don't get it. I don't even get it. That is not the way a mortal kills a person. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. There's no way. Because that's not right. Report your findings to Hector. Who the fuck is Hector? Are you Hector? You look like a Hector. Is that him? He looks like the guy from The Witcher.
My sire Gideon and the
Witcher
chef
3.
Hector. They'd asked me to make some chit-chat with the corpse.
Fabian, my boy, what do you make of her?
Well, she is definitely dead.
That's the best you can do?
Sorry, boss. Head torn off rather than chopped. Iron rebar through the heart.
Torn off. Interesting. Anything else?
Marla worked here in the Macomb. I think she was a ghoul.
More than likely. Fletcher values loyalty in his staff.
But she wasn't Fletcher's ghoul, was she?
Don't try that on me, Malkavian. She was Rosalind's, all right?
Always sensible for a prince to have their ear to the ground.
There's an artifact. A metal thing, sort of a cross, but with a pointed end.
Sharpened cross and a severed head. Remind you of anything, Hector?
The kill happened during the day. This wasn't kindred.
A cross, a torn-off head, and a mortal killer. What do you think, Sheriff? Hunter?
It seems so.
This seems so carefully staged. Could it be a setup?
Very theatrical, as you say. Designed to strike terror into the heart of all cigarette girls everywhere.
Or at least those who serve a prince. Well done. I'll take it from here. The fact it happened during the day, that's useful. You look into the girl. Find out where she lived, her lovers, family, friends. Either file a nasty accident or an ordinary back alley encounter. Whatever works. Make sure no one will miss her.
Poor kid. One day selling salvation from a box, the next, poof, gone. Forgotten, buried. But isn't that the way of our world?
Listen, man,
What was that?
what was that entire thing?
You saw it too, huh? Well, look, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I guess it was a dream? But, no, those were memories. I mean, things that I'd forgotten or maybe misunderstood at the time. Something must have dislodged them. Gideon, my sire, and Hector, my old boss. Both are long gone.
We have a place to be? To meet the prince?
That's right. The Macomb Bar. The place we just drained, actually. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. Bah, we should get to the prince.
Man, hold up, man, because I'm a bit flustered. I don't like what's not going. I don't like not knowing what's going on in what I'm dealing with and what I'm playing and shit like that. And I have no clue. I feel like even if I went back and looked at everything, I'd still be confused about what as opposed to what's going on. Now maybe I'm not supposed to know. Maybe this is just something for them to understand. But at the same time, if that's the case, it feels a little uninclusive, and I don't like that. But
LTO Futures has unexpectedly passed away. JJ was a million.